So far, we have conducted our stakeholder engagement. We have talked to the farmers. We have preliminary results on what their needs could be. We've also been able to select some of the varieties. Mostly they cultivate rice and cowpea, and this is our focus. And we already identify the traits that they find useful for cultivation. So this is where we are. Yeah.
I think, like many others, it was difficult to do the stakeholder engagement early on in the project because of the COVID restrictions. However, we did manage to have some good virtual meetings with the land bank, who are the end user, and more recently now we've been able to engage closer with farmers in the Northwest Province.
One challenge was that there were for us particularly, there were a lot of new partners in this project, people that we haven't met before, some institutions from Africa, even some European institutions, and then really kicking off for the first time everything online was kind of challenging. I think it worked well, as much as online collaboration can work. We managed to establish all the contacts. We even had some, I think, interviews or small interaction with some stakeholders in Tanzania and Malawi. Over time, some institutions came on board a bit faster than others. So in the first year, we already had quite a good collaboration with Malawi. In the second year, we spent a lot of time. We had many contacts and many calls with Tanzanian Meteorological Agency. So, yeah, it went better than what we expected.
We had several meetings with different partners for the case studies. For instance, VIX and UCT, and we could have real conversation about the scientific aspect of the case study, but as well how the climate service should be defined. And we end up with a specific framework which allowed us to progress very well in the case study.
Yeah, so I can say the first half of the project went very well. Of course, when we started, we were also starting in the middle of the pandemic. So that brought up some bottlenecks here and there in terms of getting to understand the context of climate services in Mauritius. But of course, we followed that up with a mission to Mauritius, which put us in touch with the fellow users on the Mauritius side. So with that, things started to take shape, and we started to make progress on aspects that were planned. Perhaps to be specific, I can mention that we managed to talk closely with the end users, understand the needs, and also see how the planned innovations are going to play out in the context of Mauritius, particularly for the water resources as well as for the food security sectors.